Will Smith's new film Focus came out Friday, and the question is, does it bring him back to his former glory? Focus stars Will Smith, Margot Robbie and Rodrigo Santoro, and tells the story of Nicky, a seasoned con man whose current plans are thrown into chaos when a female face from his past appears during the middle of a massive heist he's trying to pull. All in all, the film works well. It does take about, the first 15-20 minutes to actually get into its pace, but once it does, it goes quite well and is very enjoyable to watch. It's not the greatest film ever made, but it doesn't try to be, so as a light-hearted film that fits in between probably the Oscar season and blockbuster movies, it does have quite a good pace to it and is enjoyable for this time of year. The performances in this film are actually pretty good. I'd say the weakest link is Rodrigo Santoro. He when he's on screen, he doesn't really do much, and he isn't on screen a lot, so he is a good actor, I think, from films I've seen him in before. I actually like what he does, but they just haven't really given him a good enough role in this film. Margot Robbie delivers a great performance, as she usually does. It's not Wolf of Wall Street level, but it's still, she does deliver. She's an actress that is actually great to watch, just do anything, because she can actually achieve these roles very well. One of her highlights is actually her relationship on screen with Will Smith. Their chemistry seems very natural and just flows very well, like they've worked together for years, even though this is their first film. The fact that their chemistry actually works well on screen gets me very excited for the up-and-coming DC comic book movie based on the Suicide Squad. From the roles they'll be playing in that and the animated film that DC made not too long ago, Assault on Arkham, what I'm thinking they might be basing the content on, their relationship together of the characters they will be playing are sort of quite close and do interact a lot. So from what I've seen with Focus and what could be done with Suicide Squad, it is actually hopeful that these two have a great chemistry on screen together. Moving back to Focus now, one of the standout performances I feel is by Adrian Martinez. Whenever he's on screen, just everything he delivers just hits. It's funny, it's comical. It is the highlight of the film for me. While the film is great overall, he just sort of adds that little bit of, spark to just every scene he's in, just delivering some quite, funny lines, and just being like a nice, presence in the film to give a bit more of a, nice flow. All that being said, I left the main focus to the very end of the review because I wanted to talk about it in a little bit more detail, and that's Will Smith. Personally, I haven't rated Will Smith as an actor in a good couple of years, probably since, I'm not entirely sure what dates they came out, but around Hancock, iRobot time, so, I don't know, about 8 years ago now. Everything he's done since then is either just hasn't really hit for me, or hasn't been like a total flop for everyone. The main focus being said, his last film, After Earth, which he made with his son Jaden Smith. After I saw that, I honestly thought that was probably it for Will Smith for a good long time. But it seems from Focus, he had actually had the same thought as I had. He's completely changed his career around again. It's got a lot more serious and back to sort of his previous films, like maybe not like Independence Day or stuff like that, but in sort of that vein where it's him being him, doing what he does best. While I wouldn't say after Focus Will Smith is back, he's definitely on the right tracks with this film. For me, his next, say, 2 films is what will really decide whether he's properly back as Will Smith that we all know and love. So overall, I recommend Focus. It's a film that you go in and when you come out and be, I enjoyed that, you're not going to come out saying, oh, that was the greatest film I've ever seen, but it's entertaining for this time of year, as I said earlier. The performances work, the directing holds up, everything about it just works well together, and it creates this entertaining movie. So all that's left to say is thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, visit our various pages, and I'll see you next time.